But yeah, you can't lose. But tell me a little more about your ultimate workout, your business that you have. And I've seen all over the news and everything with that. So definitely successful, correct?
Absolutely, and it's interesting. It actually started out as a hobby, and I'll say 1997. My son was born in late December of 1996. In 1997, I wanted to spend time with him and just be around, see all the little baby, things he did, and so I actually ended up taking 18 months of my professional career off just because now that wasn't really the intention at first, because my life, because of my boxing and whatever, it was pretty much I would box like 3-4 times a year, and and I have a lot of time to do other things and just do other things, other avenues, and like watch Young and the Restless, and so I had a lot of time around the house, but I wasn't in training camp, so I decided to try this exercise, boxing fitness. At the time, Taibo was out, and I wanted to do something completely different, something where I can really teach my craft, and like I said, not knowing if I'd be good at it or more importantly, if I would enjoy it. I found out that I didn't. That not only did I liked it, I loved it. I loved it so much that I ended up, like I said, not coming back to the ring for about 18 months. And
right.
the thing that was interesting is that as I'm going through this journey of life and this whole answer the bell message and everything, I was finding out that this whole journey of this boxing and everything, and the one thing I found out about myself that God has truly blessed me is I have the ability to adapt. And what I mean by that is I have the ability to adapt to the rounds of not only the ring but the rounds of life. And that means that I am able to also convey a positive message to people and give them the I think the proper nutrients that are needed from a standpoint of being able to give them a good, not only a challenging workout, but also a great message behind it and a feel good. You don't leave like you came in, and not only that, you come back and you can't wait for the next time that the next encounter takes place, because like I said, I'm only here to uplift. I believe that after kind of checking myself and really analyzing myself, that God has really put me here to uplift and bring the ones who feel like they're drowning, to get them out of that water, and just to be able to give a nice spoken word. And so the workout became something that people started talking about, and you know how networking is, one person to the next person, next thing you know, it becomes a business. So when I came back to the ring, I knew what I wanted to do when I retired. And unfortunately, when I had the situation that happened with the individual, the ring fatality, which created my boxing exit, I did have a business plan, and it no longer became a hobby. It became full blown business, state of the art thriller, like something that I really, and that's the only way I work. You know how I work. I don't, there's nothing, everything I do is first class, and the way I come about it. And so I started putting that focus and drive into creating, groundbreaking business.
Definitely. And that's just going to lead to my next question, with the uplifting and inspiration. You have something going on where you have chosen to live your life. Your attitude, your manner with Answer the Bell. You said you have a ghostwritten book coming out. It's the theme of all your speaking engagements, your trademark apparel. Tell us a little more about that. I mean, that is just absolutely awesome. But you also work with the kids with that, correct?
Absolutely. And, once again, going through this journey of life, this ultimate journey is you basically start to find out more. And the great thing about life here, I just turned 43 in December, is I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still also crafting and putting things out there. And I'm still stimulated by just the process of what can be. Like I said, the passion for the possible. And so as I started to do this business of my fitness business, people started to hear my messages, because in between, you can't just do my workout. There's no way you can do my workout and not have to take a deep breath. I mean, you've got to, you want to listen to what I have to say, because it's very challenging. Seriously. And so, and so as you start to hear the stories, and I didn't choose this script. That's this life that I've lived. This this is the script that was given to me, and it's like it's something that has happened, and it's something that I've had to endure, and I have done it, I think, in a positive fashion. So, the situations that have happened, the turbulent things, like I said, I've had to deal with, 2 suicides in 1999. I've had to deal with, like I said, the ring fatality with the individual who I boxed when I won my 3rd title. How do you deal with those things? Or, are those the things that kind of, like I said, they created my boxing exit, but does it create my exit as an individual? And see, I can't let that happen, because that's where you have to keep that champion-like attitude to have the ability to answer the bell. And once again, don't think that it wasn't hard, because it was. I lost some rounds in those situations where I lost my way a little bit, and it did shake me up emotionally, and it got to me. But like I said, once again, I know for me, being a champion, there's 12 full rounds, so I have plenty of time. I have time to get it back, and I did, and I was able to. And because of that, it would be a sin for me not to convey or give testimonials on how I made it over and how I continue to make it over and will continue to do so. So, answer the bell is something that has become a message that hit me, and this is exactly what my life has always been. This is basically what I'm all about, and this is what I found out through all the Ultimate Workout, through my boxing, through everything that I've gone through, my Michael Jackson phase, everything. My whole ability to answer the bell has been my message. That sums me up. Answer the bell. So it's everything. And as far as the kids, it's imperative that I reach them, because 2 reasons. Because I was a kid, and I had a few people that came and told me and gave me their recipes of life, at certain times. And, they came down to the YMCA, and you had certain athletes or certain individuals and businessmen who came, and my late father always taught me, what goes around comes around, and that's a positive and a negative thing. And, you don't forget, don't forget. And so because of that, it's imperative that I reach the children, and because they are really the future, and you never know who you're going to affect. And to take it a step further, I started last month here in San Diego, where I speak the Answer the Bell message 3 times a month at Juvenile Hall. All 3 locations. I'll be hitting all facilities, men and women. I started last week, and the reason why is because I have to let them know that we haven't given up on them. There's a possibility still. There's an opportunity for them to still change things around before the true finale takes place, where they're either in the real slammer or under the ground. So, that once again, it goes back to that message of what I was learning as I was growing up, and not forgetting what I was learning, and trying to just do His will. And that's pretty much it. And all that. Everything starts to come, someone knows someone who wants someone to speak, and they say, okay, this great guy right here, be great. And so, like I said, speak. So that's why it's for the kids, but also, like I said, corporate speaking, public speaking, where Answer the Bell is my message, is what I'm about.
Right. Definitely gotta get you to Atlanta so I can have you come talk.
Oh, I love to get out to the ATL, and
kids would love it. They would love it.
And Colethea, originally the book was the major thing. What I wanted it was about the book, the ghostwritten book, Answer the Bell. But as I let the rounds go by, everything else started to open and unveil. And once the creative juices start, then you go, gosh, here's a book. Now here's a docufilm. Now here's an idea, or here's apparel. So it's going to be apparel, book. I mean, it's like I said, the multitude of things to answer the bell. Here's the thing I always tell people, and I challenge. There is none of us who do not have the choice to or not to answer the bell. We all have a choice to or not to answer the bell. And I'm not talking about the ring, because the ring is where I learned, but basically it's also permeated outside my outside business life, my family life, as a friend, as every aspect. I mean, so you can talk about your spiritual life, your mental life, your physical life, your business life. Every facet, you have a choice to or not to answer the bell.
Right, definitely. Now, when are you expecting the book to come out?
Probably late. We're thinking spring of 2012. Because we had to take a break. It's a pretty emotional thing, because there's a lot of things that, like I said, that I had to deal with. So we kind of work, where right now we're on a break, and we just finished up, and so we took about a couple of months off. It's pretty. It's pretty emotional. It's going through a lot of things that you have to endure as far as going over your life. So.
Right. Right, definitely, definitely. Well, I am inspired. You know, you have always inspired me growing up. I'm about to go run 10 miles. Let's go bake a cake.
There you go.
I'm about to go
Colethea,
run
can I say this also?
It's just amazing. You know, I've always, admired you growing up. I mean,
Thank you.
Like I said, you're a brother to me, and I really enjoy having you on the show today. Definitely keep me posted on your books so that way I can let everybody know. We have definitely got to get you to Atlanta so that way you can talk to these children here because they definitely lead it. You know, I'm heavily involved with the community, with the youths here, and they need to hear someone like you. So that's something you need to talk about.
Colethea,
thank you for coming on.
Can I say one more thing real quick, and just to let you know, Dan, I'm sorry. Thank you, and it's been a pleasure. But I just want to let you know that I'll be unveiling my new YouTube channel that will be probably the next month or so that we've been working and producing. And Kyle Henry, a great family friend of mine and young up-and-coming musician who people should be looking out for. But he's actually crafting and producing my my YouTube channel, and it should be unveiled sometime next month. That I have my boxing highlights and also my speeches.
Wow. Okay. Perfect. That'll work. And everyone can go on to now they can go to paulvaden.com. That's to get some more information on you. But that's on the Ultimate. Now, do you have a website for Answer the Bell, or they can get it all off of there?
That's all. In the Answer the Bell website is also it's in the process right now, production as well. So that you'll get more information about Answer the Bell as you. But if you want to reach me or whatever, paulvaden.com is the best way to get me. Right now.
Perfect. Well, get your pesos and go shopping. You got your pesos?
You know it.
Well, thank you, Paul, for coming on. Tell your mother I said hello. Tell Tanya I said what's up. And, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm absolutely honored. If you guys want to get more information about Paul, Paul is on buildgrowtojoy.com. Have you set up your profile just yet, Paul?
No, not yet. I haven't actually, and I need to work on. I need to get on that.
Okay.
I promise I will.
Once you get the setup, everyone, you can just go in there, BillGrowToJoy.com, email him, go to paulvaden.com. I do have all his information in the featured guest. All of our guest information is there if you want to reach out to Paul. Very inspirational guy. I highly recommend you reach out to him, hear what he has to say, get him to some of your engagement, get him to talk to some of these youth. Very inspiring guy and have a story to definitely share.